PokeKellz.
Who is it?
Plumber.
Plumber? I didn't ask for a plumber. Who is it?
Telegram.
Oh, Telegram. Just a moment.
Ah!
Ew! That's an old joke.
Old joke? How could I not do at least one land shark bit this week? We're literally covering a land shark.
Are we though?
Of course we are. What do you mean?
See, that's what I thought. This week's episode of The Dex starts right now.
It's
Garchomp! Garchomp's the mock Pokemon from Gen 4. He's fast, he's cool, and he's got a super crazy Mega Evolution. Also, Cynthia, the coolest champion, uses one, so, you know, yeah.
He's purple, he has blades for hands, he's a dragon, and with a base value of 70, he's the friendliest pseudo-legendary Pokemon, which might not seem super important, but it was the only segue we could think of to get you to this clip. You're welcome.
But what's he based on? The weird thing is, all of his Pokedex entries compare him to jet planes, and in fact, his fins make Garchomp very aerodynamic and able to fly at high speeds. Yeah, I said fly. Garchomp can fly. It's weird.
Well, that's probably because his design looks very reminiscent of the nose art on some military aircraft, where anonymous servicemen would paint things on the noses of planes like pretty ladies, little animals, and most notably, shark mouths.
These shark mouths look just like Garchomp, and if you've seen them in pictures, it was probably associated with the American volunteer group Flying Tigers, who made a name for themselves in World War II.
Yeah, dude! Their shark mouth planes were some of the most recognizable units in the whole war, and once they were actually paid combat bonuses after destroying almost 300 enemy aircraft and only losing 14 pilots. That's nuts!
Land sharks and shark mouth airplanes. What's this guy's deal?
Right? It's like he's the shark who's not a shark.
Or is he?
What? Oh wait, do I smell...
This week's ridiculous segment? Oh yeah, cowboy, we talking animal influences.
Jossum!
Really?
Somebody had to do it, I have no regrets.
So though Garchomp is a dragon type, he seems to be heavily based on a number of dangerous sharks. Even his name is a corruption of the word Carcharodon, the genus that many sharks, including the great white, belong to.
Plus, he still has tons of biologically shark-like features. Just look at his sharky dorsal and tail fins. Plus, the torpedo-like protrusions on either side of his head can be linked to the mighty hammerhead. Well, now I want to watch Finding Nemo.
Oh man, yeah! Hey, wait a minute, that dark coloring, the torpedo imagery, those black-rimmed eyes, that nose star. Is Garchomp related to Sharpedo?
Oh, whoa! I never thought of that before. What if they were one and the same in the past, but then diverged when one made it onto land? Pokemon, man. It's crazy. Divergent evolution, land sharks, so tight.
SNL references aside, this land shark vibe might also draw a little inspiration from an old Dungeons & Dragons monster called the Boulette, who swims through the ground like a shark. People even call it the land shark. How perfect is that? I love animals. Guys? Dang man, there's so many angles to come at Garchomp from. What about his mega? Teeth-shaped crest spikes? More human-shaped? More dangerous blade hands?
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but this Mega Evolution reminds me of a kaiju.
Well, let me hear your case, but hurry, we gotta get to battle strategy.
Well, I think he's based off Gigan. He's one of Godzilla's most brutal opponents, and I think it might be a reference to the fact that many people consider Tyranitar, who's likely inspired by Godzilla, to be Garchomp's rival, Godzilla vs. Gigan in Pokemon.
Oh, really? Neat.
Speaking of verses...
We get it. Pokemon!
Garchomp is crazy! It's like he doesn't even need a Mega Evolution, he's so good. Bet you never heard that before. But if you do want to use Mega Garchomp, grab a naughty one and super train it in special attack and speed. We're going mixed, bro.
Mega Garchomp's ability is Sand Force, which boosts the power of ground, rock, and steel attacks by 30% in a sandstorm. 30%! AKA, use this guy on a sandstorm team, rule the world.
Pretty cut and dry here, dudes. Without any EVs, Mega Garch's attack stats already at 170. So give it Stone Edge for some Sand Force boosted coverage, and give it Earthquake for a Sand Force boost, plus Stab. Boom!
Then, hey, remember all those special attack EVs you invested. Teach it Draco Meteor for a devastating special stab attack, and Fire Blast for problems like Skarmory and Ferrothorn. You're done.
If you want to save your Mega slot for someone else, go with the naive Garchomp, train it in attack and speed, and give it a Choice Scarf. It locks you into one move till you switch out, but it's worth it for the extra speed.
Since now you're purely physical, you're gonna want to pile on a physical attacks, like Earthquake for stab and Rock Slide for coverage. Yes, it's weaker than Stone Edge, but it's more accurate and you've got that sweet flinch chance. Give me a break.
In the next slot, you're gonna want to use Outrage for the sheer power, but maybe wait until a little later in the fight to use it because you'll get stuck in it with the Scarf, and sometimes it leaves you confused. Don't want to lose your sweeper too early.
And finally, just go ahead and keep Fire Blast in that last slot. It's still gonna do plenty of damage to Skarmory and Ferrothorn. You might even KO him in one. Cross your fingers.
And that's it! Garchomp, the Landshark Mouth Airplane Kaijumon that might actually be related to Sharpedo. He's like a deconstruction of the concept of sharks. Still don't know why he's a dragon though.
Anyway, if you like what you see, subscribe, and if you want to support us, head over to patreon.com/thatonevideogamer for some great donation incentives.
Who knows? The next name scrolling across our end credits could be yours. I'm TelegramAlex.
And I'm PokeKellz. Tune in next week for another generation-spanning episode of
The Dex. Bet you never heard that before, but if you do want to use Mega Jar 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 Binks, Misa sorry.
Garchomps!
Oh wait, do I smell?
This week's ridiculous segment? Oh yeah, Cowboy. Are we talking fine?
Bad science.
Foing.
We're talking what?
Foing, dude. What the foing, dude?
Fine, dude. Okay. Land sharks and animal, whatever.
Do you need a little, just like a, you can do it?
Yeah.